Hi, my name is Colin. I'm with Best Plumbing. We're based out of Western Washington, and today I'm going to show you how to descale a tankless water heater. When you heat water, you leave dissolved solids behind, and this creates a buildup. You lose efficiency and you lose flow, and you overheat the water heater. So you need to descale it to eliminate that. The tools that you need to descale a water heater is a system descaler, which consists of a pump, a bucket, and some hoses, okay? You also need a solution to go with that. You do have to have the proper valves and the proper setup. So to start with, if you don't have that on your tankless, you need to install those special valves. So here's the tankless water heater. Here's the valves that we were talking about earlier. They allow you to isolate the system, the plumbing system from the tankless water heater. They also have ports on the upstream side of that. So we're gonna come through, we're descaling this, so we're gonna come through and turn the valves off. Okay, so now we're gonna take these second ports and we're gonna remove the hose threads, okay? Here we've got the cold side, or the water inlet, and then this over here is the hot side, or the water outlet. In the case where you're descaling, you're gonna hook the pump up to the inlet or cold side, so the water is gonna flow up through the unit and back out in the same fashion it would be if you were using it to take a shower. Okay, there's two, because one is, this is kind of the specialty ball valves. You got the one which isolates the system from the unit, and then the second port is above the first port, so that allows us to run the solution through the system. This is blue, this is the cold coming in, so we're gonna pump into that, and we're gonna pump, and then it's gonna come out of this back to the bucket. So we're gonna take this hose right here, go ahead and put it on the hot side, and it's gonna just come down into this bucket. Okay, so we're gonna just go ahead and put that right there. Okay, this is coming from the hose, and this is coming from the pump. Okay, so we're gonna put this into the cold side. Now we got to get some water back to it. I know I already shut those other valves off. I just do that for, I guess, kind of safety. I don't want to get wet, get water over there. These are not always outdoors, so we're gonna turn the water back on the cold side. And then let's go ahead and open up this hot side here, and we're gonna introduce water into the bucket now. We want to get enough water to submerge that pump, okay? We won't be pulling air, so now we've got the water filled up in this, okay? So I'm gonna turn the cold back off, okay? Now everything's all isolated, okay? We've got the water filled up, and we've got all the hoses connected, okay? Now I can just turn on the secondary tap, which is on the upside of these isolation valves. So everything is all set up there. Now we're gonna take our solution here, and we're gonna pour it in here. Okay, so now we have this all set up. Valves are open. I'm gonna go ahead and we did get this water heated up. That's fine. I'm gonna turn the gas off now, so we're not, heating the water as it goes. So we're gonna plug it in now. But you can actually hear this trying to cycle now. Okay, that means that the flow of that water is going through the tank. Now we're going to turn the inlet and outlet valves off. Let's go ahead and undo these. Done with that. Okay, so water's gonna come out a little bit there. That's fine, that's draining out. I'm gonna pull this on the inlet. There's a little screen here, and that we wanna make sure that that's clean. And actually we got quite a bit of debris off of this. So if you get a close-up of this, this is the screen, this is on the inlet. So that's just all the debris that was kind of floating. Maybe some of it was in the bucket, some of it was inside the heat exchanger. This is not the dissolved solids. The dissolved solids are, or the ones that were actually built up in the heat exchanger have now been dissolved and are in the solution in there. So anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this to get this all cleaned up. So see that O-ring right there? That's what seals it. It's not the threads. So you don't need to put a lot of force into it. So this is going to go back in. This is all nice and clean now. We've got everything kind of back to where it was. We still have the valves off. Everything is isolated still. So So now what we're gonna do is we've got the descaling done, the filter's clean. We want to run fresh, clean water through the heat exchanger and get rid of any of the solution that we ran through it. Even though it is food grade biodegradable, we still don't want any icky taste or discolored water. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna reattach it to the hot side, okay? We're gonna leave the hot side isolation valve off. So what that's gonna do is water is gonna only come out this guy here, okay? And we can control it, okay? So we're gonna turn that off, this is gonna remain off. Both of the hot sides are off right now. Got this nice and tight, okay? Now we're going to turn on the cold water, okay? Okay, that just pressurized it, filled it up. Now we're gonna go ahead and spray the water out. So we're gonna turn the hose port on. Okay. And now we can go ahead and turn the gas back on. So I'm gonna now turn the valve off. Okay. I'm gonna go and unscrew this. We're gonna go ahead and put this guy back on here. Just turn the isolation back on. We've already done the cold side and this is ready to go. Go through a checklist at this point, I guess. Gas we have on. Both of the hose ports are in the off position, okay? And both the isolation valves are in the on position. Everything is good to go here. It's time to call a plumber when you don't have the proper valves installed or you're uncomfortable with the steps. If you never descale your tankless water heater, you're gonna get a scale buildup in the heat exchanger, okay? That's gonna lead to inefficiencies. It's gonna lead to overheating of the water heater, and in general, it's gonna be an early breakdown. For more how-to videos and the latest innovations for your bath and kitchen, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.